Have you ever really, truly stopped to think about how you taste food? I mean, not just if it's good or bad, but the actual story that's unfolding on your tongue. Well, today we're going to dive into a project that turns that simple act into something profound. It's called Junior Gourmet.
Okay, just listen to this description of a simple rice ball for a second. It talks about the temperature on your lips, how you first taste the tuna and mayo, then the sesame oil, and how it all comes together. Wow, it's almost poetic, isn't it?
So who do you think wrote that? You'd probably guess a seasoned food critic, right? Or maybe some world-famous chef.
Nope, not even close. Get this, that was the award-winning analysis of a student, a kid. And that incredible depth of perception is exactly what we're going to unpack today.
So how on earth does a young learner develop a palate that sophisticated? It's definitely not by accident. It's actually the result of a system that's been specifically designed to build a bridge from what we feel with our senses to how we think with our minds. This right here shows you the transformation perfectly. Before this training, a student eats a piece of gimbap and just goes, it's delicious. Simple enough. But afterwards, they can actually explain the sequence of that experience. This isn't just about food, you guys. It's a fundamental upgrade in their power of observation. And that brings us to the core of the Junior Gourmet project. It's so important to get this. This is not a cooking class. It's a sensory-based cognitive education system. It's built to fill a huge gap that most traditional schools just don't address, the formal training of our senses. And here's the engine that makes it all run. It all kicks off with a simple physical sensation. Then, that feeling gets focused into careful observation. From there, students practice turning those observations into detailed expression. And that final step, expressing it, is what builds this powerful new cognitive framework in their brain.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This process creates a lot more than just a bunch of young food critics. The benefits are kind of surprising, and they reach way, way beyond the dinner table.
Think of this sensory training as a kind of launch pad. The same exact skills they use to analyze a meal become these foundational tools for success in school and even for their emotional intelligence. And boom, here it is. This is the big aha moment. Just look at this parallel. It's incredible. The structure of analyzing taste is almost identical to writing a logical essay. Observing the different elements, that's like gathering evidence. Analyzing how the flavors play off each other, that's structuring an argument. And articulating the whole experience, well, that's just like expressing your conclusion. It is literally taste-to-text training.
And it goes beyond writing. Think about it. This is a powerful workout for your concentration. To notice every little detail in a single bite, that takes serious focus. And it helps build emotional intelligence. When you start connecting tastes to feelings, like the comfort of warm soup or the excitement of something spicy, students get way better at noticing and, naming their own complex emotions.
Okay, so this all sounds amazing for one student, but how do you track this kind of really personal, nuanced growth for a whole bunch of students? Well, this is where modern tech makes the whole system truly scalable and precise.
Every single student is partnered up with the TempoSense AI agent. You can think of it like a personal guide, an analyst that's there for their entire sensory journey. This AI creates what's called a taste profile. And it's basically this living, dynamic record of a student's cognitive and sensory development. It's designed to literally grow with them over their entire life. So what's this AI actually doing under the hood? Well, first, it analyzes what the students write, looking for all that rich detail and structured thought. Second, it evaluates their progress and gives them what's called a taste consciousness level to kind of quantify their awareness. And finally, it tracks all of this growth over time, building that permanent personal profile. But this whole thing isn't just about individual development. The vision here is much bigger. It scales up from a single student to an entire society, with the goal of creating a whole new culture that's built on sensory awareness. So the program is actually designed to turn these students from just being passive learners into taste content creators. They start sharing their detailed reviews and unique sensory experiences on social media, and they become the leaders spreading a more sophisticated food culture. And this could fundamentally shift the whole culture of a school. You know how traditional education is so heavily knowledge-centric? Well, this program brings sensory and cognitive skills right up to the same level. It creates a much more balanced environment that really values self-awareness and self-control. When you look at this image from the Korea Food Trend Fair, you see the culinary world we know today. But now, you can see it as the future stage for these students. They're a new generation of cultural leaders, and they're armed with a totally new language and a much deeper perception of the world.
This one sentence just captures the whole vision perfectly. It all starts with a simple, individual experience, a single taste. That little seed then grows into a new, shared culture. And ultimately, that can blossom into a whole new economy built around these heightened sensory experiences.
Which really leaves us with one pretty fascinating final thought, doesn't it? What if the key to unlocking our future potential isn't just hidden away in some textbook, but is waiting for us right there on a plate?